Dahil Martes po sa buwan ng Oktobre, ang ating tatalakayin ay immigration reform. Kasama natin ngayong araw na ito si Anthony Nang. Anthony Nang is a 25-year-old undocumented Filipino immigrant youth from Los Angeles, California. He graduated from the University of California in Irvine in 2011 with a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. Currently, he works at Asian Americans Advancing Justice Los Angeles as a policy advocate under the Immigrant Rights Project. Nang was also elected to represent California in United We Dream's National Coordinating Committee. United We Dream is the largest immigrant youth-led network in the country with over 50 affiliates in 26 states. Nang also serves as a core member of Aspire LA, an undocumented API youth-led organization. Kasama natin ngayon sa Kababayan Today, Anthony. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, Giselle.
Maraming salamat sa pagpunta mo dito sa Kababayan Today.
Thank you for the invitation.
Okay. So, simulan natin. Saan ka lumaki?
So, galing ako sa Pilipinas. Nag-migrate kami dito sa US when I was 12 years old from the Philippines. Taga Malabon kami, Malabon, Manila area.
Okay, yeah. Malabon, Manila. Okay, maraming masarap na pansit doon.
Yeah.
Pansit na Malabon, di ba?
Yeah, yung paborito ko yun nung when I was growing up. I still remember like every holiday we would have pansit Malabon and with all the seafood on it and a lot of just like good Filipino flavors. I remember growing up and having wonderful food and just family surrounding me, and I think I was privileged enough to have like my family there and just, you know, guide me when I was growing up in the Philippines.
Okay, so it's been 13 years here in America.
Yep.
You've lived in America longer than you've lived in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, definitely.
When you think about that,
definitely,
you know,
yes.
that's a hard concept to grasp, di ba? Ikwento mo sa amin nung umalis ka sa Pilipinas. Ano yung, what was going through your mind at that time? Ano yung pumapasok sa isip mo noon?
So I remember being at the Aquino International Airport, and I was saying goodbye to my cousin, who was maybe I think 3 or 4 at the time. I was really close to him because I would always babysit him, and then he didn't know that we were leaving.
Okay.
Because I think he was too young to understand it. He thought,
pero ikaw alam mong aalis ka na for good?
Yeah.
O hindi mo pa alam?
So I
ano
knew,
yung sinabi sa'yo ng magulang mo?
So I knew, so actually my parents moved here before I did. So
how long were they here?
Siguro mga 6 months before we did. They moved here first. So
this happens a lot. You know, parents migrate first. At maswerte ka, 6 months lang yung hinintay mo, pero maraming mga magulang ang pumupunta dito sa Amerika, and sometimes years before their children join them. So for you, it was 6 months.
Yeah, the 6 months, it was the hardest 6 months of my life. I remember that, not being able to talk to my mom on a daily basis, or like telling my dad and my mom what happened at school, or like I've had issues. And I think because of that, nakita ng lola ko yung really psychological impact on me, my sister, na being away from our parents, not having them to guide us, and just like overall like that age when you're like growing and trying to understand the world.
These are your formative years. You need to be with your parents. Kailangan kasama mo magulang mo.
It was really, really hard for me knowing that like my mom was never there, but I know she was in the US striving for a better life for me and my sister and my brother.
So ilan kayo? Tatlo?
Tatlo kami. So I'm the youngest of 3.
You're the youngest pa. Okay.
Yeah. So it was really difficult because
so nung umalis ka, kasama mo yung mga kapatid mo?
Yeah. So nung nag-migrate kami dito, it's around April. Actually, like maybe like a week after my birthday.
The birthday that you turned 12 years old.
Yeah, I remember that because I packed all our stuff in a box, and I told my friends, "Hey, I'm moving. I'm not gonna be here for the following like school year." And they were like, "Oh, where are you moving to?" I'm like, "I think I'm going to California." So when we moved here, it was my lola, my sister, my brother, and I. I remember it was my first time on the plane, and I got a headache when they were going around, like, because I think there was turbulence and we were trying to land at LAX. I remember that. I remember the first time I saw the city of LA when we passed Staples Center, and my uncle was talking about, oh, that's where the Lakers play, and just all the things that I saw on TV is actually like, I'm able to see it real life, and it's not like, oh, it's not in TV anymore.
So was it a dream come true for you?
I think it was more the fact that I was able to see my parents again more than anything else.
That was the dream come
Yeah.
true. Not the Staples Center or Disneyland or all these, you know, things that don't really matter.
It doesn't. Like, I know the fact that, like, even though I wanted to go to Disneyland when I was younger, like, my lola would always joke around. It's like, who wants to go to Disneyland today? And then I would raise my hand. And the fact that my family was broken because my parents were here and I was in the Philippines, I think that more than anything else, I wanted to be resolved the most. Like, being back with them and having them in my life.
Yeah, so that's the real big issue here, Anthony, isn't it? This whole immigration reform debate that's going on. A lot of people, especially the youth, are undocumented. When we return here on Kababayan Today, we'll be talking more to Anthony about the organization he's part of and what they're trying to do. All right, don't go away here on Kababayan Today.